Hey there, today we're going to check out Stateroom 6654, which is an accessible room here at the aft portion of the Disney Magic cruise ship. Here is 6654. It is at the very back of the ship, at the very aft in the center, near this secret stairway that they have in the very back. All right, so let's head on in to 6654 here on the Disney Magic aft accessible room. One thing I do want to point out, on the outside you could click your wristband and get in. Here you can actually click this button when you're leaving if you have some form of a wheelchair, some form of an accessibility device to get in and out. Then it will close after a bit. Really nice little feature right there. But let's pull back. Guys, y'all know cruise rooms. This cruise room here at the aft of the ship on deck 6 is wonderfully large. The bed, as compared, this is my father-in-law and my mother-in-law's room. We are 3 or 4 down in room 6648. You want to check out that video as well. But this bed is very low, and that's intentional because it's an accessible room. So you won't be able to put your suitcases under the bed. Now, this is the last night. We're already packing back up and getting ready to leave, but it's probably good to show that so I can have that reminder about that bed. But as you can see, an extremely large room, very large to actually be able to bring this wheelchair in and out of the room as needed. So that's pretty awesome from that point of view. Over here, there is a side table big enough for a CPAP machine, as you can see here. On the other side, there is another little table. Both of them have plugs, so that's a good thing there as well. Now, if you're traveling with others and you want them to also stay in the room, there's 2 different things here to look at. There is this pull down bed, and I will go ahead and pull down this bed and show you what it looks like. This is the pull down bed, which is pretty awesome. You know, probably 1 person, maybe 2 children could stay up in this specific one. Just comes up and down. Has a little ladder in the closet over there that I'm going to show you in a moment that you can put on the end to assist whoever's getting up and down out of this bed. Also, these couches on the Disney Magic, I guess on most of the Disney ships, have this pull down right here. I'm trying to pull it and show you. You can see there's another bed that's a regular mattress that is hooked to this sofa. So that's pretty awesome for those of you that actually need that space as well. I will pan back around. Again, the impressive size of this accessible room. They have this additional chair. The little thing at the foot of the chair is actually to be used over at the desk as kind of a little seating area, but it's also good to maybe prop your feet on. This little table is on all the older cruise ships. Let's go in here. There's an additional little closet here. This additional closet, probably where you can put your suitcases and things, where you could maybe put your wheelchair. I could see some folks trying to put a baby bed in here. Probably not the best idea, but you could store everything you needed. And there's the little ladder that you're going to use to get up and down out of that upper berth bed. There's a desk, several drawers, your mirror, your TV. Underneath here is a little fridge. So if you get drinks, bring drinks, have medications, you can put them in this fridge. Behind this door of the bathroom that's propped up, there is a closet that has several of these emergency vests. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 5 of them there. There is a safe below. And then there's another little section, I won't open this up since that's closed, but it has hangers at top and at bottom. That's pretty cool. There's two different sections of hangers and a little middle section there that we don't have in our stateroom. Bathroom door in the accessible room is much wider, where you can fit a wheelchair or some type of mobility device in and out. You will see there is not a step up here in these rooms. There you go. That little area there, you can just go directly in from your rolling items. Also see in the floor here all of these little drainage areas. That is because in the accessible room, it is one large bathroom. In our room 6648, we have the little room that has the toilet and the one that has the shower. Well, this one has the shower that you do not have to step up into. So that's a major bonus as an accessible room here on this ship. So you see the Disney products that are on all Disney ships now, as well as in this specific shower, there's that little stool that you can sit on if you need to sit. Again, curtain coming around, drainage. A good setup here in this accessible bathroom. There's the toilet. The toilet here, I think, is a little more sturdy than the one we have in the regular veranda stateroom. Also, I'll flip around and show you the sink. There's the sink area. You only have the one sink. In our other room, there are there's a sink in each of the separate bathroom areas. But this one's designed to be part of the overall accessible room, and you can see, no rise in entry, no rise to have to get into the shower, and a bigger door to be able to get your item in and out. Whether it be some type of rolling device or whether you're on crutches or whatever it may be. Next up, we will go outside, and you are not going to believe this veranda that's here at the aft of the ship. It's the biggest veranda that we've ever had on any of the Disney cruise ships, and we've had some pretty big verandas. So we're now out on the balcony or the veranda of this room 6654. This is amazing, folks. This is one of the biggest ones I've ever seen. Again, this is an accessible room. You can see we're right in the middle of the ship. At the very back, you can actually see the point where the flag goes up when you're in port. But what makes this so great is the size of this. You can see we have 2 loungers. There's a total of 3 chairs, as well as a little table. I'm kind of putting my arms out. It's probably back in this portion 12 to 15 feet deep. I'm going to go to the very back corner of this. The width of this and how long it is, I don't have clue one. I'm trying to see 1, 2, 3, 4. I bet you it is almost 50 feet from one end to the other, because I'm guesstimating there's about 8 feet between each one of those major items coming up there. Again, it is a white wall here in the accessible room, but it's made to where a wheelchair or somebody with a mobility type chair can come directly through that door, come out, either be in the sun or they can be covered here in this portion. So it's a really cool type of room if you can get it here at the aft of the ship. One thing I'll point out, up above you can see some items. The little thing kind of jutting out over there is Cabanas, the buffet. Up top there is deck 10, which is near where Apollo is here in the aft of the ship. Also, we did watch fireworks specifically from this veranda. The fireworks came up perfectly in the sky. So if you're going to look up, not towards the middle, but towards that side of the ship, just the side, we could see the fireworks perfectly at night here in this on this veranda for the stateroom 6654, an accessible room here on the Disney Magic. Well, folks, that is our view of this Stateroom 6654 on the Disney Magic cruise ship, an accessible room with a veranda here at the aft of the ship. Biggest veranda we've ever seen out there, a wonderful area to go stand or sit, listen to the ocean, to see the fireworks, all of that. Beautiful spot here on the ship. Hope you enjoyed this video. Check out our other Disney cruise videos. See y'all later.